What's good? What's good? What's really good, good people? It is I, the man that you all know and love, E Digger. That's right. That's right. And welcome to another great episode of Sunday Morning Live. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Today, good people, this is the last show. This is the last show of the season. Last show of the season. We're going to take a little break and come back a little later on in the fall or into August, September. So we're going to take a break. Today, good people, we're going to be talking about the topic, blood is not thicker than water anymore. Blood is not thicker than water anymore. The importance of having that relative relationship and that friendship, the importance of it right here on Sunday Morning Live. And of course, Sunday Morning Live starts right now. That's right, good people. Sunday Morning Live right here in the studios of Charm City Direct TV. What can I say, good people? Make sure you go to the fan page of Charm City Direct TV on Facebook. Find us on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Share us on Facebook at Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you head on over to YouTube at Charm City Direct TV. And also check us out on Instagram at Charm City Direct TV. What can I say, good people? This is another great day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's right. That's right. Also, make sure you are tuned in to the new venture of Charm City Direct TV, because Charm City Direct TV presents WLEO 26.7 online radio. That's right. That's right. For all of your listening pleasure, we have new music, music from the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, DJs, local and national DJs coming through to be on the ones and twos, giving you that good party vibe. Also, new shows are going to be featured on WLEO, so you might not want to miss that opportunity to be in the know for WLEO 26.7 online radio. Today, good people, like I said, this is the last show of the season. We will be back in the fall, around August or September. But today I want to leave you with this message before we go. And I was looking at this on Facebook, that blood is not thicker than water anymore. That the relationships that you have with your family sometimes are not always there. And it's crazy how uh, you know, it's crazy how sometimes relatives don't support you wholeheartedly. You think that the one people or the people that would support you the most would be your relatives. But that's not always the case, good people. And like I said, I've read this online. I read this on Facebook, and it said blood is no longer thicker than water. Nowadays, strangers help us more than our relatives. Relatives only accept you when you're successful. Now, I want to add to that. Because some of you out there who's listening to this is scratching your temples and saying, well, my family helps me out. My family supports me. And that's all fine and good, good people. That's all fine and good. But some people out there, they don't have that luxury of having their family support system there. I want to add to that. I want to add to friends. Some of the people that you grew up with, some of the people that you went to school with, some of the people that you meet are only around when you're doing good. Or they're coming around when they see that you're doing good. But it's those strangers. And when I say strangers, these are people that you don't even know. And it's crazy because I'm dealing with that right now, believe it or not. And I know a lot of you, I've been on social media, I've been on Facebook, and people have inboxed me because I talk about this topic all of the time, every chance that I get, because I want to let you all learn, I want to let you all know how important it is. It's not just happening to me, it's happening to a lot of other people. So it's crazy because, like I said, strangers are the ones who going to support you. Now, before I go on with strangers, support does not mean monetary. I need to say that support. And this is targeted to the people who are inbox me and say, you're always talking about this. You've been talking about this for years. Strangers, and I'm not reaching out for money. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about people actually giving me money. I'm talking about the sheer fact of taking whatever you have and sharing it with other people. Strangers. Think about it for a minute. 3 wise men came from regions outside of Bethlehem where Jesus were born. Strangers did not know them from a can of paint and offered their support, offered them gifts because they heard about a baby being born in Bethlehem who is the King of Kings. Strangers. And when we go outside and we are approached by people that we don't know, we kind of tense up. We kind of, afraid. And then, we meet that one person who is down on their luck and they ask you, can I borrow $1 or can I borrow some money to eat? We never know who that person could be. That could be Jesus that we talking to. Strangers are helping you more than your relatives or your closest friends. And see, and I'm not ashamed to say this. I got close friends right now. I got close, and I'm not afraid to say it. And I know I'm gonna get the emails. I know I'm gonna get the text messages. I personally don't care at this point. I'm gonna say it. I got friends right now that if I am doing something, you see them. But if I'm down on my luck, I don't have any money. Right now, I don't have anything to eat, and You don't see those people. But just as soon as I start doing something credible, they are right there. It's a little too late. Where were you when I needed you? Where were you when I was down on my luck? And I know the old, the people, I like to call this, osmosis. People, if you reached out to me, you should have told me. No, being a friend is being there regardless. Why should I have to reach out to you? Reach out to me a couple of times. Reach out to me just to say, hey. Reach out to me to say, are you okay? Are your family good? Your kids good? But it's strangers. Right now, I know a man right now, thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away, and I forget that this man lives thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away. I think that this man lives right around the corner from me because he have shown me more support than any of my closest friends. Strangers. And when I post things on social media and I put it in different groups, it's other people who share it. And you would think that your closest friends will take what you have, good things, and share it. But just wait until you do something good. Just wait until you do something worthwhile, so to speak. They right there, trying to reap a benefit. Then you start to sit back. You start to wonder. You start to analyze this thing. It's crazy, people. It's crazy how society works. It's crazy how, when you think you have the answer, but then you get another surprise. See, when I came into this arena, when I came into this broadcasting, live streaming, podcasting, radio, whatever you want to call it, I was 100% sure that just as soon I go live with what I had going on, all of my friends was going to tune in. All of my friends that was on Facebook, I had somebody 200 some odd friends on Facebook, 2,000, I'm sorry. I had 2,000 some odd friends on Facebook, and I just knew that they was going to tune in and listen. Sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. So the next time you have something that you're proud of, the next time you have something that you want to share and put it out there on social media, and you wait for your relatives or your friends to help you, think again. Now, like I said, there are some people out there who has a very strong family structure. They have a very strong family support system. There are some people out there right now who their friends, their closest friends, is going to take what you have, a business, a podcast, any type of good news that you have, and take that and run with it. And then the one that I love the best, the one that I absolutely love the best, good people, and I want you to hear me when I say this. The one that I like the best is strangers don't even ask to take your stuff and run with it. They just do it. Oh, let me say that again. Oh, because I'm probably struck a nerve when I said this. I just want you to sit back and think for a minute. Strangers don't ask for confirmation. They don't ask you, can I do it? They just go ahead and do it. And when they do it, you will never know. Oh, but relatives and friends, they oh yeah, you remember I gave you that $30 last week. Did you get it? Remember I gave you that recommendation for that new job. Did they tell you about it? I want you to see the comparison. You know that old cliche, blood that's thicker than water. I don't know about that no more. Like I said, I got some friends right now. Who the old faithful saying, I didn't know you was doing that. I didn't see a post that you was doing that. And then some people, you reach out to some people and they ask you, you ask them, say, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? When you thinking about doing that? Or can you give me a little time frame to it's excuses. And then in the back of your mind, they're like, you know what? Forget it. Forget I even asked. Today, people, I want you to think about your friends. Today, I want you to think about family. I want you to sit back and think. When you was down on your luck, when you had no food in your house, when your babies was crying and hungry, and where were they? But now that you got a little bit more money, got a house, you're doing kind of good for yourself, everybody's around. Everybody is around and they got their hand out. Now, I'm not saying to be vindictive. I'm not saying to be revengeful or resentful or to do anything to get revenge or anything. I'm not saying that, but I just want you to think. Now, whatever action you take when you think and you have reached your thought process and thought about it, and anything after that, that's up to you. But I just want to bring to your attention, because like I said, it has happened to me time and time again. I want you to really, really think about when you was at your lowest low, when you was at a place where when you look around, nobody was around to help. But just as soon as you see a little light at the tunnel, just as soon as you get out, where everybody at? I just wanted to share this encouragement with you on this last day, this last show of the season. And I want you to really, really think about it. That cliche, blood is thicker than water. It's a lot of people that's going to be hurt. A lot of feelings going to be hurt, but it needs to be said. And to the people who have commented and inboxed me and said, I'm tired of hearing about it. Well, just get tired even more, because I'm not going to stop talking about it. And it's up to you. If you want to tune in, if you want to listen, fine. If not, fine. If you do, I commend you. I thank you. You see, those people that don't want to hear it, maybe they're going through it right now and they don't know how to handle it. Or maybe they listened to me over the years and I kept saying it and saying it and saying it because it has not gotten better. Or maybe I needed to touch a soul. Maybe somebody out there wants to hear it. Somebody needs to hear it, because what if somebody is sitting there right now and not going and that is going through it and don't know what to do? Oh, you trust and believe that he is going to help you. You see, I personally don't care. Where were you? Where were you at my lowest low? I'm going to share the story with you, and I promise I'm going to leave. My mom, who is not with me, and I know you've heard this some significant times over the course that I've been doing this. My mom is not here with me physically, but she is here mentally and spiritually. I carry her in my heart. When she passed, a couple weeks after she passed, you know how, we have repast and, a repast of food and drinks and, everybody come together. So all of that food and drinks came to our house. Okay. My mother's first cousin's son, follow me, decided that he wanted to come over to the house. Now, mind you, I have a small family on my mom's side. There's some people I know, there's some people I don't know. But I do remember him. And I was at church one day. And I came home from church, and when you come in the door, you hear some extra voices other than my brother and sister. And it's crazy, because when I came in, I didn't take off my coat because I want to know who this extra voice was. And when I came around the corner, he and his girlfriend were sitting at the table, because we had a big dining room table at where we lived. And that's where my mom sat. She sat by the TV, at the table by the TV. And he was sitting there, had a big plate of food, him and his girlfriend just chuckling up, ha ha, hee hee. And when I walked in, he said, "Oh, that must be the baby boy." So I stopped and I looked at him. And something just came over me, because for the people that know me, I'm quiet. I don't like to interject my voice. I don't like confrontation. So to stay away from it, I don't say anything unless I'm provoked. Need to say that. And I just looked at him and I said, I chuckled. And I remember this like it was yesterday. I said, it's kind of funny that you here right now with your feet underneath our table and you eating our food. But two questions. Where were you at the funeral? I don't recall seeing you. Secondly, why you never came past this house? Very serious, mind you. Smoking and big plate of food. Him and his girlfriend. Girlfriend stopped eating. Everybody is standing there looking at me like, oh. Because they knew that, little Ernest ain't going to say nothing, I said, no. I said, we knew pretty much everybody that came to this house, and I don't recall you ever coming to this house. Now, a couple of things that my mother loved: smoking, Benson and Hedges 100s, then later transferred to Virginia Slims, and then Benson and Hedges cigarettes 100s and the gold pack. I don't even know if they still sell them anymore. I just might get a pack and just have them right here, because I don't smoke. I just want to have them right here in remembrance of her. But anywho, mother loved smoking. Mother liked playing the lottery. So if anybody would come over to the house, they'd give her a couple of dollars to go play her numbers because that's what she loved to do. And I said that. I said, I don't recall you ever coming over here to buy my mother a pack of cigarettes. I darn sure didn't see you even giving her any coming over here to give her any money to play any numbers. But it's kind of odd that you here right now, you and your girlfriend, and you eating her food, eating our food from the repast. So of course, he's like, well, I said, I'm a little too late for that. And see, that's the thing, people. When people try to explain themselves, but they had all of that other time to explain themselves, you don't want to hear it at that point. So I said, you know what? Save it, because you had ample amount of time to explain yourself. So with that being said, you need to get up and get out. And at that moment, he's like, I don't know what to think. Get up and get out. And see, some of that, some right there, that story right there, some of you need to have that conversation with some of your friends. Some of you need to have that same conversation with some of your family members. Get up and get out. And when that happens, I assure you that it will raise some of them boulders off of your shoulders. You will feel free. You will definitely feel free. And when it happened, good people, I'm going to say this and believe, I promise. When it happens, good people, don't look back. And if they try to come in and try to explain themselves of why, you don't want to hear it. You're done. Be blessed. Be safe. Look out for your brothers and sisters. If you have family that lives in other cities and states, reach out to your brothers and your sisters. If you have a mother or a father that lives in other parts of the world or out of state, reach out to your mothers and fathers. Friends, if you call that person your friend, reach out to your friend. Stop sending them text messages and asking them, are they okay? Because what if they can't respond? Yes, you see them on social media, but I would rather hear your voice to make sure that you're okay. And whatever your friend have, whatever your relative have, as far as a business, clothing line, they're selling dinners next Friday, support them. Support is not always monetary, but you can hit that share button on Facebook. You see, I said I was done. See, the thing that really disgusts me about this whole support thing is you will support a big name celebrity before you support your friend. Let me say that again, because I don't think people in the back heard me. You will support a big name celebrity, a person that you probably won't meet ever in your life. But you see your cousin over here that has a flourishing business doing quite well, and you won't even take the time to share what she or he has. That's what I'm talking about. For the people who getting tired of me talking about this word support, that's what I'm talking about. There's no justification of it. There's no more excuses for it. It's not even a black or white thing no more. If I have a business, you see my business, hit the share button. Hey, that is my time. This has been another great episode of Sunday Morning Live right here in the studios of Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you go to Facebook. Check us out on Facebook at Charm City Direct TV. Check us out on YouTube at Charm City Direct TV and Instagram at Charm_City_Direct TV. You have been great. And remember, good people, let's look out for one another. Let's support one another. Be blessed. Peace.
What you listening to?
What? I'm listening to the new station, WLEO 26.7 online radio, man. Baltimore's newest online radio station. Oh my God, they got all the latest music, R&B from the 80s, 90s, the 2000s, jazz and gospel, man. Oh my God, on one station. And I just heard through the grapevine, I don't know how true it is, but they're going to have some talk shows, they're going to have some DJs on there cutting it up. Man, y'all better get on this. WLEO 26.7 online radio. Let me get back to this.
That's right. Tune in to WLEO 26.7 online radio for all the newest music, hip-hop, and R&B from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Jazz and gospel, as well as new shows and local and national DJs on the ones and twos, getting you ready for the work week ahead, that party vibe, or relaxing at home. All on Baltimore's newest online radio station, WLEO 26.7 online radio. Worldwide listening entertainment online.
Thank you for watching another great live broadcast on Charm City Direct TV. Make sure you head on over to YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitter for more great content on Charm City Direct TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow everything Charm City Direct TV.